Good morning and welcome to Breakfast with Ben Thompson and Sarah Campbell.
Good morning. Our headlines at 8 o'clock. Rebellion to retreat. A standoff between the Kremlin and mercenary forces that brought Russia close to the brink of civil conflict has ended during an extraordinary 24 hours for the country.
The leader of the Wagner rebels and his troops will not be prosecuted, says President Putin, but Yevgeny Prigozhin has been sent to Belarus. We'll have analysis of what happens next for Russia.
Also today, we'll speak to the family of Zara Alina, who was murdered last year whilst walking home, about the first anniversary of her death and the vigil taking place to honour her life.
Good morning. What a moment for England's Tammy Bowman at the Ashes. She breaks an 88-year-old record and becomes the first Englishwoman to take a double century in a Test match.
And in weather, a hot and humid one for many eastern areas today, but as fresh conditions push in from the west, some of you could see some particularly nasty thunderstorms. I'll have all your forecast details here on Breakfast.
It is Sunday, the 25th of June. Our main story this morning, the threat of a major uprising against the Russian President Vladimir Putin appears to have receded after a deal was struck which enabled the rebel leader to retreat.
Yevgeny Prigozhin, the head of the Wagner mercenary group, has been pictured apparently leaving the Russian city of Rostov-on-Don, along with his troops.
Only yesterday, a heavily armed column of Wagner troops was heading from Rostov-on-Don towards Moscow, where defences were being prepared. Those troops got to around 300 miles south of the Russian capital.
But then, at around 6:30 in the evening, UK time, Prigozhin announced that he had agreed to stop the advance in a deal that was brokered by the Belarusian leader. With all the details, here's our Eastern Europe correspondent, Sarah Rainsford.